Let me know when you've joined up and I'll start it up. Ashen? No, what is it? I'm waiting on you to join the stream. And direct content. Cause you know I be putting out that content, boy. Not really. I don't have enough time to do this all the time. I wish I did. 2 words. No, I have 18 subscribers. You'll see a picture of the Triforce of my tattoo just on paper instead of my back. Yeah, content, not tant. Sinking City Trial. Or also Scaredy Cat Trial. Because, you know, I don't do well with being underwater, and Lovecraftian horror has to deal with water, so another reason why I said I don't like you. By the way, anyone who watches this video in the future, it's not that I don't, like, bathe and stuff, or that I have a thing against water itself, it's more so, like, the ocean, and not knowing what the fuck's underneath me, so... I'm a dirty. Dirty. I got a new grinder today. Yeah. With a keep catcher and everything, cause, you know... Gots to have that. I've been using the same plastic grinder since the last time you visited me. I know I've had that grinder for a while since before then. Don't do drugs, kids. Stay in school. No, Brendo. Bad, Brendo. Frosty welcome, dear Mr. Charles Reed. As you requested, I've researched the outbursts of hysteria and visions in the city of Oakmont, Mass. It turns out that your assumptions were correct. Such cases are indeed more frequent here. Men and women from across the country are drawn to Oakmont, haunted by visions similar to yours, a city drowning the presence of something great yet unknown. As luck has it, I believe we have stumbled upon the source of your ailment, and the person who might help you with it. Prepare yourself, then come to Oakmont as soon as you can. I will meet you here to help you on your way. Cordially, Johannes von Deberg. What's going on there, buddy? You freaking out a bit? Hey, can't you guys move this board a little bit more calmly? Can't you see I'm having a panic attack back here? Oh fuck, I'm in the side of a mountain. What the hell? Oh hells no, what the fuck is that? Bro, you crazy. The what? What? Oh my god! Oh god, this game's gonna trip me out, man. I don't know if I can do this. Okay, can I take it?
I never have to use it, but something tells me I will.
Ah, yes, I do take it. Already read that one. Folding camera.
Never trust a tourist advertisement.
Movement speed is fast, camera speed is slow. What the? Okay, there we go. Gunpowder, coil spring, shell casings. So I'm assuming I have to make my own bullets, right? Mind place, no clues, casebook, lore, skills. Okay, so you can set traps. Interesting. Inventory. Quantity 6 out of 21. It takes 1 gunpowder and 1 shell or 2 shell casings to make bullets. Okay, alcohol and coil spring to make medkits. And I'm gonna have to do something about this. Camera speed. There we go, that's better.
Now get out.
Well, okay, rude ass, fuck. God damn.
At last, Mr. Charles Reed. What a pleasure to finally meet you in the flesh.
Nice to meet you.
Johannes Vanderberg, at your service. I did promise to meet you the moment you arrived.
Ah, much obliged, Mr. Vanderberg. I guess I didn't expect you to mean so literally.
Please call me Johannes. But where are my manners? Welcome to the proud city of Oakmont. Alas, now is not its finest hour, though it is its most important.
That's an eye-catching suit.
Thank you, Mr. Reed. A mere flood is no excuse for one to abandon one's style.
I take it you're a big fan of yellow.
Well, I have a particular weakness for it. Call it a personal quirk.
You said you know someone who can help me with my problem. The visions have been getting worse.
Such vividness of dreams is not uncommon here in Oakmont. By chance, the man I spoke of, Robert Throgmorton, is already at the port. He has dedicated a lot of time and effort to investigate this issue. Alas, I fear he has a more pressing matter on his hands.
Reaching Oakmont was no easy task. Most maps I found didn't mark it, and this rickety package ship is the only one that sailed here. Why is that?
Oakmont is no ordinary place. Its unique geographical position and the flood, a recent natural disaster, make it nigh impossible to reach. But you made it, Mr. Reed. I'm sure the tides of fate would have brought you here one way or another.
Tell me about this flood.
It began 6 months ago. Storms raged for several weeks, and the water has risen ever higher without receding. Now the city is cut off from the mainland. I must say I rather like it, despite the inconvenience. Atmosphere, you know?
How can I find Mr. Throgmorton?
Don't worry, you can't miss him. Throgmorton tends to stand out from the crowd.
Can you tell me a little about Mr. Throgmorton?
A remarkable creature, scion of a robust bloodline, a philanthropist, a scholar, and the patron of the famous Oakmont University. A man of great ambitions and even greater ego. Do not make him wait.
I'll need a place to lay my head while I'm here. Any recommendations?
Fear not. I've already feathered a nest for you. There's a room in your name at the Devil's Reef Hotel. Here's the key.
Sounds charming.
Don't judge.
There's a lot of dialogue, bro.
How do you fill your days, Mr. Vanderberg?
I host a philosophy club for the like-minded intelligentsia, gathering seeds of thought like moths drawn to a flame.
Does Oakmont really have much of a market for philosophy these days?
There is no consciousness without pain, Mr. Reed. No better moment for clarity than times of hardship.
What's the best way to get around Oakmont? I'd like to drop my things at the hotel.
Most locals go by foot, or by boat. I've got the latter sorted for you. There's one waiting outside the port.
You're too kind, Johannes. Can you steer me towards the Devil's Reef?
Take this map. I've marked the hotel and a few other key places.
Other places? Like what?
You're a private eye, yes? Well, I've highlighted the police station, city archive, newspaper. Places you'll need to get to the truth. This city is insular. Its ways mysterious. No one will take you by the hand, so you better know where to turn in search of a lead.
Well, that's it for now, I think. Thanks for helping me get my bearings.
No. The pleasure was mine, Mr. Reed.
Oh, before you go, how can I get in touch with you later?
Don't worry about that. I'm the kind of man who finds you.
Uh-huh. Oh no. There's gonna be parts where I have to go underwater. I'm not looking forward to that. Oh, how I don't like you. The fuck did I just trip over?
I don't care about your petty excuses. No one leaves the port until my son is found, and that is fine.
Excuse me. Are you Robert Throgmorton?
I am, but not interested. Go away.
The name's Charles Reed. I'm a private investigator, just arrived from Boston. I was told you might be able to help me.
Private investigator, you say? Well, perhaps we can help each other.
If I may ask, what happened to your son?
Why do you care? What's your angle, outsider?
Well, like I said, I'm a PI. Finding people is kind of my specialty.
Is it? Well, Albert was part of a deep-sea expedition I commissioned. This useless fool over here says he found Albert washed ashore in a lifeboat. Says he was barely conscious, out of his mind, talking gibberish in some other language. That he even tried to bite him.
And you don't believe him?
Complete malarkey. I know my Albert. I raised him strong and smart, the best of his kind. It couldn't have been him. Albert's disappearance is the work of Innsmouthers. Mark my words.
I take it you're not the biggest fan of these Innsmouthers.
Those fish-faced freaks have overrun this city since the police burned Innsmouth to the ground. But now, those filthy migrants occupy half this damn city. The port, Grimhaven Bay, Salvation Harbor, the shells. They are everywhere.
So they're just refugees?
Hardly. They've taken work from the local fishermen. They stir and agitate against us, the Throgmorton family. We are the pillar of this community, not to mention that crime rates have skyrocketed. Simply speaking, they are a big stinking pile of trouble.
I've heard you're the man to speak to about visions, outbreaks of hysteria. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it myself.
Another newcomer with another problem. Yes, I know what you speak of.
Can I ask you a few questions?
How dare you? My son Albert is missing, and no one in this Innsmouth-ridden city will do a damn thing. But yes, let's talk about your dreams.
Mr. Throgmorton, let me help you. I'm rather good at tracking down missing people. I'll find Albert.
What makes you think you can do it? Oakmont is not exactly friendly to new arrivals.
Let's just say I tend to see things that others miss. And anyway, what have you got to lose? Sounds like you could use every man you can get.
Vera, you have a point, newcomer.
Sorry, did you just say Vera? What does that mean?
You had better get used to the Oakmont dialect, outsider. That is, if you want to fit in. It is a fascinating blend. Vera means fine. I was saying, we have a deal.
I see. Thank you.
You know, I really want to pick this, but the dude kind of seems like a jerk. I don't want him to piss him off any more than he's already pissed off. Yeah, like, your features are unusual. What'd you say to me? Whap! Like, right to the face. Get messed up by them monkey paws, bro. What the fuck?
I need to know more about...
Dane,
Oh,
did you not
dang it, I
listen
didn't mean to
at
skip
all?
that.
I already told you everything. After leaving on the expedition, Albert was found on the shore in a lifeboat. This fisherman supposedly brought him to the house, and then left to call me. But when I arrived here, my son was nowhere to be seen.
Anything else?
Clearly, something suspicious occurred inside the house. I suggest you stop dawdling and go see for yourself.
Where's the house where this all happened?
For Kay's sake, I thought you were a private eye. We're standing right in front of it.
Fucking god. Such a dick. I was like, where's the fisherman's house? He's like, I thought you were a private eye. You're standing in front of it. Just like, thanks. I'm just gonna go.
It's time for me to get started.
I feel like I'm just pissing this guy off.
Be quick about it.
I'm standing in front of it. Okay, so is that the house?
I've said everything I know. I've said everything I know.
Don't do anything stupid, newcomer. And keep your hands where I can see them.
Oh. Piss off. So, like, I mean, obviously I gotta get in there, but doesn't let. Oh, okay. That it doesn't give you cool. Right on. Check out this dude's house, dude. It's all messed up.
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
Hello? Hey, can you hear me?
Oh, yeah. What? Who are you? Are you police? I've already told them everything.
It's okay. I'm Charles Reed, private eye. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son.
Oh, okay. What do you want?
I want to know what happened here. Every detail.
I don't remember much. Me, Paul, and Lewis. We were here. This is our house. Barry was outside, on his business. And he came back carrying Throgmorton's son. He was unconscious, barely breathing. Barry left again to call Mr. Robert.
Then what?
We put the guy in Lewis's room. And he started to make these horrible sounds and... Okay. My head began to burst. And he woke up. And after that, I don't remember a thing. Just dreams. Drowned streets, a sleeping giant, a voice that called me...
That sounds familiar. Tell me about yourself.
Name's Will. Will Hammond. I'm a fisherman. We all are. Live here together. Me, poor fella Paul, Barry, and Innsmouther Lewis Flynn. We moved here after the flood. I worked on the railroad, but the rail ain't kicking anymore, so I started fishing. It was that or starve.
Who is this Kay you keep mentioning?
Outsider, show some respect. Kay is our lord, our light, our love.
Sorry, I didn't know. Where are all the other guys?
That's Paul there on the floor. Kay be with him. Barry's outside with Mr. Throgmorton. Lucky rascal missed everything. And I have no idea what Lewis or Throgmorton's son got to. Starting to suspect the worst.
Do you know how Paul died?
I don't know. When I pulled myself together, he was already gone. Kay have mercy on his soul.
I'll leave you to it. Take care of yourself, Will.
Please, detective, sir, tell me the truth. Could it be me? Did I kill Paul? Or Kay? Did I kill him?
I don't know yet, Will. The police will stop anyone coming in or out of here, so I suggest you just try and get some rest.
I'm afraid of what I might dream.
I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp.
That was weird.
Glenna, Nehri, Glenna, Gebhal, Nugulina, Haft.
Whoa, why am I in like...
Never seen knives like this before. Masterful work. Seems like Prohibition hasn't affected Oakmont too much.
I'm all zoomed in and... I don't like this.
I'm surprised they don't have someone's portrait here. Five cards short of a full house.
Is there something in here I missed?
Glenna, Nehri, Glenna, Gebhal,
No, no, the blue bar, whatever that is draining. I don't know what's going on here. What in the hell? Right, that's how I got in here, right? It's down here. Dude, I don't like this. This is so terrifying. Please let me out. Please let me out. The heck? What the heck? What the heck? Ah! What the Dude, I don't know what is going on. Was that like insanity meter? What? I don't know. I need to compose myself. I don't know what is going on. Dude, no, this game is like on another level right now. I don't know what to do. Like,
The book is damp and damaged, but clearly well cared for.
I don't know if you just saw what it put me through right there, but that was intense, dude. I don't.
There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee. There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee.
Take this, ape face. Yeah, run!
What's happening?
Okay, let's see what we have here.
What's happening?
Take this, ape face. Yeah, run!
When Albert Throckmorton woke up, he was not himself. He attacked the fishermen, and his hysteria spread to them. When he got wounded, he fled.
Why would I need to interact with that?
So the fisherman pursued Albert, even let off a few shots.
Join in, newcomer. Praise the sea with us.
Mm-hmm. I don't understand the path went this way. Right? So there's another clue in here. Are you serious?
It would take tremendous effort to move this thing, let alone tossing it over like this.
I think that's all I was missing in here was that last one. What is it wanting me to do in here? Okay, cool. All evidence collected, but...
Now get out!
Okay, I'm sorry. It's wanting me to do something else, I don't know why.
Never trust a tourist advertisement.
I don't understand. Well, I think I'm stuck. Hmm.
Even though Albert was wounded, he managed to climb that high. Robert wasn't exaggerating when he said he raised him strong.
thing!
One fatal round through the forehead. That's no accident. This was deliberate.
What's the point of these stairs? Oh, it must not be stairs, it must be like a chute for the fish or some shit. Okay. Well, if it says he probably left the crime scene, where did he go? Okay, so I like this game because it's making me think. I don't like this game because it's kind of terrifying. No, I said I like this game because it makes me think. I don't like it because it's terrifying. It's like clue gathering and putting the clues together and whatnot.
The blood is fresh. Whomever it belongs to could not have got far. There's something in the pocket.
a spare bullet, fella? I ain't eaten in days.
So you're gonna eat a bullet? Okay.
Ugh, I'll miss the carpenter's food giveaway with this darn port closure.
Stay alert. Monsters lurk underground. They're everywhere.
Welcome to Under the Keel. What do you want?
I've seen some unsettling creatures around. Like nothing I've ever encountered. What are they?
So you met a wild beast, newcomer. No one knows what they are, but consider yourself lucky to still be in one piece. They arrived in the flood. Some say they come from the sea. Others that they are Kay's punishment for us.
And what do you say?
If it bleeds, you can kill it. Keep your gun handy. And if you want to erase the memory, I sell a perfect cure right here. Remember, better to be a coward and live than brave and dead. Unless you're a newcomer.
I'm looking for a man by the name of Lewis Flynn. Any chance he's here?
Yeah. Even if I knew, I don't rat to newcomers.
As it happens, I know you owe a debt to Mr. Flynn. Trouble is, I found your note near the dead body of Albert Throgmorton, son of Robert. So, it seems Lewis is in trouble. Might have even come here to hide. But you hand him over, and he won't be back to collect what you owe. Get me?
Rock. That would explain the blood. Fine. If it gets me out of this mess, you can have him.
So?
He's upstairs. Here's the key. You gotta promise to deal with him, once and for all. But save the shooting for outside, huh?
Smart man. There's your good deed for the day. Bye.
What the? Get them! Oh!
Hey, who are you? What are you doing?
Charles Reed, private investigator. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son Albert, so I think you know why I'm here.
Drach. That darn bartender. It was all that crazy ape's fault. You hear me?
Calm down. I only want to speak, for now. But no, if you reach for your gun, you'll hit the floor faster than you can say poetic justice.
I got nothing to hide.
Begin. What happened?
We were in our house, me, Paul, and Will. Barry'd gone to the sea. So I told him that it would only bring bad luck. If he'd listened to me, we'd all still be alive.
Come on, Lewis. Focus.
Right. Well, Barry dragged that damn ape to our house. He was bragging about how much Mr. Throgmorton would give us for saving his son. But that ape, he was out cold. Then woke in an instant and started screaming, attacking us. After that, can't remember a thing.
What kind of... why do you... your face, it's,
Oh, so you're here to attack me just because I look different to you? Wanna spit on me, whisper to your friends? What's new?
No, I'm sorry. I didn't know how to ask. I've just never met someone like you before. I didn't mean any offense.
Innsmouther's body's right to see. You're gonna see a lot of us here, so you better get over it. We are proud of who we are.
You shot to kill. No warning, no second chances. You pursued Albert even after he fled. Why?
I can't remember it. When he woke, it was like a bloody mist descended over me. First thing I recall after is that darn warehouse and me covered in blood. I had no idea what happened, though. I suspected it had something to do with that ape. Turns out, I was right.
I hear there's a bit of a feud between the Innsmouthers and the Throgmortons. Care to fill me in?
Those apes hated us from the moment we arrived in Oakmont. Our home was destroyed. We just needed a place to stay. The Blackwood Grand family sheltered us, but others were not as hospitable. We needed jobs, food, and medicine. The city denied it all.
And so?
We had to fight for every crumb of bread. And those Throgmortons in their high castle only made our life harder, always conspiring behind our backs, always setting people against us. I'd love to see them suffer like we suffered.
You mentioned a grand family. What do you mean?
So you're a newcomer, huh? Explains a lot.
Yeah, a newcomer with a gun. Answer the question.
Okay. People here are crazy about bloodlines and tradition and reputation. The head honchos of Oakmont called the Grand Families. There's the Carpenters, who control most of the city's underworld, the Blackwoods, who share kin with Innsmouthers through the Marsh family.
And let me guess, the Throgmortons.
Right. Those filthy apes. Now that most of the Blackwoods are gone, there's nobody left to protect us Innsmouthers.
The things you did to Albert don't look like a bloody rage. A fatal shot to the head, a hidden body. One might start to wonder if it was deliberate.
I don't know what to say. I wasn't myself.
I think I've got all I need.
Please, Mr. Reed, don't tell Throgmorton about me. I know I'm in no position to ask. I didn't want to do whatever it is I did. Honest, have mercy, please. I have a family. Without me, they'll starve.
This is not exactly cut and dry. I need some time to think.
Perhaps I can offer something to grease your grinds. I still have a few bullets on me.
Oh, snap. So I can get bullets that'll help me out in a fight. Or I can turn him in and get what I want from Throgmorton, which I'm assuming he knows a good deal about what's going on with my mind and whatnot, so I'm gonna say no.
You think you're the first person to offer me a bribe?
Please, Mr. Reed.
Now, don't try my patience further, Mr. Flynn.
guess that's the one that I have to pick now. Okay. Can I change it? No.
Mr. Throgmorton, I've encountered something,
What? I don't have all day.
some unusual creatures, and they sure weren't friendly.
You've seen a wild beast, Mr. Reed. I'm somewhat surprised to see you still alive. Those unsettling things appeared after the flood. I've commissioned a few studies on them, but we know little more than when we started. They're aggressive, but fortunately not immune to gunfire.
Yeah, I have that firsthand.
Try to avoid them when possible, and when you can't, keep your weapons handy.
Mr. Throgmorton, I'm afraid I have bad news.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I found your son in the basement of a nearby warehouse. I'm sorry, but he was murdered. Shot in the head and the body hidden.
No. It cannot be true. No, no, no. I don't believe it. No.
I've tracked down your son's murderer.
Where? Who is he?
And just as I suspected, the Innsmouther Lewis is responsible for your son's murder. He's hiding at the local bar. Just ask the bartender. Seems like he had a bone to pick with your family, and took it out on Albert.
Oh, that scum won't be getting off easy. The whole city shall see what happens when you cross the Throgmortons. Justice, bittersweet as it is, shall be served. It's rare for a newcomer to make himself so useful. Thank you.
Mr. Throgmorton, I hate to press you, but do you think you could help me now?
Yes, you've earned it. Gay to think a newcomer barely off the boat solves a crime the police couldn't, but I digress. Remind me, what brought you to Oakmont?
I think I'm going mad, Mr. Throgmorton. I see things, visions, and I needed to stop. I was drawn here, or guided, or I don't know. But I believe the source of this madness is here, in Oakmont.
You're not wrong, Mr. Reed. An inexplicable hysteria spread through Oakmont after the flood. I funded an expedition to explore recent geological activity that may be responsible.
Do these cases of hysteria involve shared visions as well?
Since the flood, many Oakmonters have had similar nightmares. Indeed, Professor Doe, the expedition leader, complained of them herself.
Waterlogged ruins with unnatural architecture, a sleeping giant, drowned streets, and a voice calling from the depths.
Her words exactly. She proposed the expedition, desperately wanting to find the cause.
A geological expedition? I'm not sure I follow.
I have reason to believe the flood and this madness have the same source. As above, so below. So I sent men to find out.
You mentioned the flood. You think it's more than just a natural disaster?
You weren't here, Mr. Reed. What happened defied scientific explanation.
Has your expedition found anything?
I do not know. Albert was part of it. His passing cannot be coincidence. Why was he alone at the port? And where are the others?
You think your son was killed because the expedition uncovered something?
Is it so hard to believe? I had no news for a week, then Albert, the only one I could trust, comes ashore and is killed.
It does sound suspicious.
Mr. Reed, I want you to find out what's going on. I expect you're as interested in the expeditions with...
If I'm going to look into this, I'll need to know more. Where should I start?
I'll give you the address of the expedition's headquarters and a key.
That's all you can tell me?
Let me be clear, Reed. You do not speak to me like that again.
I'm sorry, Mr. Throckmorton. I just meant the more I know, the better.
I am a busy man. I funded the research, but left all preparations to Professor Doe and Albert. When you've finished, come see me at the Throgmorton family manor. It's in Old Grove. Here, I'll show you.
What about my expenses?
They will be reimbursed after you complete your task. And of course, you've earned some compensation for your work here at the port. I'll also include a fair advance in bullets.
Bullets?
The dollar lost its use here, Mr. Reed. After the flood, Oakmont returned to bartering. Bullets mean more than bills.
Ooh, got a revolver. What? Let's see, did I level up? I did level up. Let's see, vigor, so carry more pistol rounds, or when close to the soul, regenerate a limited amount of health. Mind, carry up to 25 pieces of crafting material, earn more experience, and stay sane for slightly longer. Set traps, keep an extra bullet loaded, gaining a chance to deal double damage with the pistol. Chance of 10%. Carry 7 more pistol rounds. I think a natural recovery would probably be the better idea to have, right? Inventory. Yeah, got a revolver. Oh goodness. I was not expecting this big of a map. Yeah, it's pretty decently big. I'm actually going to stop playing this for now. Get me some grub. And probably come back to it when I get back. It's definitely, like, creepy-ish. Especially, like, you have this special power, like, supernatural sense thing that if you're in that vision for too long, it, like, makes those creepy guys spawn. So, like, I was in the basement of that building, and I'm like, sitting there in the vision, and I didn't know what happened at first. I didn't know how I got into the vision, or what it was doing, why, or anything. And just started getting annihilated. And I'm just like, what? No, what's going on here? There was someone else watching. I wonder who it was. Is there a way I can see? There used to be a way I could see.